Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Black and Red Builds channel. I'm Chewy Solo, and today I'm wearing an appropriate shirt. Got Darth Vader on there. I've got an appropriate watch. This is the Darth Vader Invicta watch. You can see that he's kind of upside down, but his face is in there. Anyways, the reason for that is because we have box 2, stages 3 through 5 of the Fanhome / D'Agostini build your own legendary Sith Lord Darth Vader. This is a 1/2 scale. If you haven't seen this yet, it is massive. It is half scale. It is 40 inches tall. It's big. It's going to be big. And the box is also big. As you can see here, it's a giant box, just like the first one. Holy cow, I'm so excited to get this build really going. Your first box, you get 2 stages. The second shipment, you get 3 stages. The third shipment, you get 3 stages. And then after that, you get 6 stages per shipment. Last shipment, I think you get 4 in it. So it's going to be quite the build. And we've already started. If you haven't caught episode 1, I'll leave a link to it right up here so you can check it out. Or you can just go into the playlist for the Fanhome playlist. I do believe I have set a playlist up for the Darth Vader build only, so go and check that out. Anyways, guys, without wasting any more time, why don't you guys go ahead and get up top so you can get a bird's eye view, and we're going to get this thing open. All right, guys, you up there? All right, get ready for this. This thing is big. Here's the box. Barely fit it on the table. Let's crack this thing open and let's see what's inside. In fact, I think I'll move the box out of the way and then just put the stuff over on the table here. Okay, in the first couple of shipments, you get pieces that are in these blister packs with the card backing. And so we have stage 3 and 4 right here. And then here is stage 5, a much smaller pack. So let's set these out of the way. Okay, so also in this box, we're going to have some posters. We get 3 posters in this shipment. And we'll take a look at these at the end of the video. All right, guys, and here are the magazines for stages 3 through 5. So let's go ahead and get started on stage 3. Nice. All right, let's get a look inside the magazine here. There's a little Kylo Ren here. Let's quickly get back to the back. This all looks pretty good here. I'm going to have to go through this magazine and check it out. All right, looks like we're going to be continuing on working on the helmet. We have the other half of the helmet here, and we have some other pieces. And this is going to be the assembly. It looks like we have a lot of pieces still from from box 1 that we didn't put on yet. And it looks like we're going to be putting those pieces on now. I can see them on here, as well as the pieces in this stage as well. So when we get done, we're going to have the completed top of the helmet, and the looks like the breathing apparatus here in the lower section, the neck section. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's get this open. Actually, let's get the razor knife. It'll be easier. Yeah, I like to just cut around. Makes it a nice, clean opening, not tearing the cardboard or anything. All right, guys, looks like we're going to be starting with pieces from issue 2 that we had in our first shipment. Yeah, we have the neck piece here, and we have the grill right here. Okay, and we're going to take that grill and we're going to fit it inside this triangle shape here. I'm going to look at it and see which looks like the nicer side. Okay, this is the nicer side, so I'm going to put that side down so it faces out. Just like that, all right? So it's going to look like this from the other side. Okay, and I'm going to leave this sitting kind of like this. All right, now this is the voice box support here. or the speaker support, whichever way you want to say it. All right, and we're going to be putting that right on top of that mesh with the flat side going down. And push that on good. There's a little pin at the top that'll stick through the hole on that, and that locks it in. So you see it doesn't fall out. Okay, now we have the voice synthesizer, or the speaker, however you want to say it. And we're going to put that in into the large hole here for it. Just like this. With the wires kind of going off to the left. And we're just going to bring those wires down this direction. Just kind of get them out of the way. Like that. And now we have the motion sensor, also from issue 2. And we're going to unwind the wire on it. And the motion sensor is going to go in the smaller hole here. Like this. Push that in. You can get it just all the way down in there. Fits a little snug, but it's in there. Now we're going to run those cables between these 2 pins. There's 2 pins on here. We're going to run them right between those 2 pins. And just have them run down the right side like that. And now we have 2 of these DV0310, and these are internal neck meshes, and they're just like mesh. They're like metal mesh. You can see there, and they have a sticky side you can peel off. All right, and inside there, between the foam that we put the last time, there's an image like a shape lined that this goes into. So we just want to take that off. They peel the backing off, and we're going to stick this onto that shape and just run it along the inside like that under that foam. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and peel the back off, and we're going to stick these on, and one goes on each side. It says you might need to use glue if it's not going to stay on. Hopefully we don't have to use glue on it. Yeah, I got that one on right there. And now we're going to put the one on the other side. I'm not really sure what this is for. Okay, there we go. It's on both sides. And we're going to get our voice synthesizer out that we were working on in the first box. And we have DV0315. We have 2 of them. And these are the synthesizer studs. And they're going to go into these holes here. One's going to go on each side. I don't think it really matters which way it goes, but I'm just going to try to line them up so they are kind of even. Now we get one on each side. Alright, like that. Now we have parts 16 and 17. These are the internal connectors for the neck, and we're going to be putting those on the synthesizer. Okay, we're going to take 16, that's this one, and we're going to put it into this little slot here on this left side. Just line it up and push it in. There we go, like that. And then we're going to do the same thing with 17 on the right side. Line it up and push it in. Okay, got them both all the way in. It's going to look like that. Nice. All right, we're going to bring these cables back out this way. Now we have 2 screw holes, one on each side. We got to be careful not to pinch the cable in there. We're going to be putting the synthesizer over the top and screwing it in here and here with 2 C screws. And let's see if we can get this thing in right. We got these coming out the bottom, but we don't want them in the way of that screw. So that's going to be the tricky part here. Let's see if we can get these coming out the right way without being in the way of the screw. This thicker wire is going to be the problem, I think. I think that's out of the way of it. I'm going to use a regular screwdriver on this because I don't want to drill into it with my electric screwdriver and get the wire without realizing it. So let's see if we can get that screwed in. Yeah, I believe we got that one in. Let's get the other one. It's nice and get them snug down, but we don't want to like over tighten them and strip them out because it is going into plastic. So snug them down, but not crazy. All right. That seems to have it right there, as you can see. Got the wires coming out the bottom, and we did not pinch them, and we got the screws put in. All right, it's gonna look like that. Got the synthesizer there. Very cool. Okay, now we're gonna take part 6 and part 13, the mouthpiece stud, and these are metal, which is pretty cool. And we're gonna put that mouthpiece stud on the end of the mouthpiece cable here, and just push it on. Like that. Okay, now we got port 11. Okay, now we're going to push this on to there are 3 sets of studs in there. The upper set, the middle, and the lower. And we're going to push this on to the upper set of studs. So we need to line it up on there. Push it all the way on to the studs like that. Okay, now we got one of the number 8s and one of the number 9 pieces. Okay, and this one is number 8 right here. And it's going to go in the middle channel. So we're going to take that one and push it into the middle channel. I think it only goes on one way because the holes are bigger on one side. Okay, and then we're going to take port 9, the lower cable. And it's going to go on the 2 lower studs. So let's get that one put on as well. So it's going to look like that. You know, this is going to go in on the left side of the neck. Yeah, there's 2 studs in there and 2 holes right here. So we need to push that over those studs. I think I'm going to glue these on because they keep falling off, making it hard to put this on. All right, now let's see if we can get this on here. All right, got it. Now we're going to screw it from underneath right here with an A screw. There we go. It's going to look like that. Now we have the left internal neck rod here, and we have one of the outer helmet studs. And we're going to push that stud into the end of this. Just like that. And now we're going to take it this way. And we have 2 studs on this rod and 2 holes here on the cheek part. And we're going to, well, there's 4 holes, but there's 2 larger ones and 2 smaller ones. We're going to go into the 2 larger holes, I believe, and snap that in. Just like that. Very nice. Like I said, these are metal, so that is really nice. And we got 7, 13, and 12, and we're going to do the same thing again like we did on the other side. We're going to push this together like that. And then again, this is going to go on the top 2 studs. Just like that. That one goes on tight. I don't need to glue that one. These 2 go on kind of loose, so I'm just gluing them on to hold them while I put it on. Once this is on, it's going to hold it. So if you can get it on there without glue, that's fine. But I'm putting a little glue on just to hold these pieces. So here are the other 2 rods we're going to be putting on. Again, the difference is one has a square end where the holes are. As you can see, a larger, and this one's got a smaller. The smaller one goes in the middle. I said, if it'll go on tight enough where it's going to stay, then I'm not going to glue it. Let's see if we can get it without gluing it. All right, and again, it's going to go on the other side, on the other 2 studs that are right down in here. So let's get that pushed on there. There we go, got them on there. Got it on just like that. And then again, we're going to use an A screw, flip it over, and screw it in from the bottom right here with an A screw. All right, like that. It's gonna look just like that on the inside. There's those little breathing things. So you see that. Very, very cool. The detail in this is amazing. All right, now we're going to get our other outer stud here. This is 14 and this is 4. And we're going to push it on just like we did on the other side. And if you think that's going to fall off, you can glue it. Mine are on really tight. All right, and then we're going to come around to this side just like the other side and push the 2 studs into the 2 holes. There we go. Look at that. That is cool. So cool. Nice. Okay, we're going to get our helmet pieces out. This is the part that we built in box 1. It's all covered with dust. This thing is going to be a dust magnet. It is black, and it's going to be a dust magnet. Then I can wipe it off a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to lay this down just to give it a little cushion so we don't scratch it up. Right, we're going to connect these together. We're going to take this half and put it over the pieces on that middle strap, just like we did the other half. And see, we can get it on there, right? Like that. And then we're going to screw it in the bottom with 2 B screws. There we go. We got those in there. And the helmet is complete. The helmet is complete. Cool. Set that to the side. All right, now we gotta get the face part of the mask back out that we did last time. And we got 3 and 5. Yeah, I believe this one is 3. And it's gonna go on the side of the mask here. You can see we got a couple of different size studs, and then there's like a little bar, and they all fit into these holes right here along the side of the mask, if you can see right here. So we're just going to line these up and push them in. There we go. Get them lined up right, get them pushed in. It's going to look like that. So you know you got the right one because it's angled to go along with the edge of the mask, as you can see right there. Okay, now we're going to flip it around and we're going to put the other one on the other side. Get it snapped all the way in, just like that. Perfect. All right, guys, that's all there is to do in issue 3. Let's go ahead and move on to issue 4. Nice. Okay, here we go. Let's get a look at issue 4 here. Darth Maul, one of my favorite characters. Looks like it's got a lot about him in here. All right, let's get to our parts here. Then we're going to be working more on the helmet and the chest panel, it looks like. Here are our pieces. Looks like we're going to get a wrench in this one. And yeah, we're going to be putting our pieces together here. Putting parts on that chest panel. And when we get done, we're going to have this. So let's get started. Now we got parts 1 and 3. We have the neck piece, and this is the neck mesh. And this is also metal. Thin metal mesh. Very, very nice. I love that. So we're going to be pushing this onto here. Like this. Yeah, I'm assuming parts 5 and 6 are different. But they look absolutely identical to me. I can't tell a difference between the two. And they are the upper left and upper right neck connector. But I can't really see a difference. Anyways, we're supposed to get part 6 out. But again, I really can't tell a difference. The only thing I can see is there's a spot on the bottom where it was molded on both sides. And you'd probably want to put that down if you have that so you don't see it So I'm going to use this one. All right, and it's going to be attaching this mesh on. Get this mesh piece back where it's supposed to be. And we're going to take these two larger studs and push them through these top two holes. Like that. And now we got 07, which is a washer for the neck connector. And we're going to use a D screw, and these are a hex screw. And they gave us a hex Allen wrench to use. So let's get that screw out. Okay, we're going to put this over this hole here. Okay, yeah, it's going to go with the, has a hollow side and then a flat side. We're going to put the flat side down right inside there, just like that. All right, and then we're going to put that screw in like that. We're going to use that Allen wrench and we're going to tighten that down. Get that nice and snug. You don't want to go too tight and strip it out. It's going to look like that. All right, now we got these two neck connector studs, and we're going to put them into these two holes here and here. I'm going to get it started, and I'm going to push it on my board here, see if I can get it all the way in, just like that. Nice. Get the other one. It's almost like a spiked collar. You can get it started. There we go. So we can push it all the way down on there. There we are, just like that. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Let's get the other piece of mesh that goes on the other side and get it on. And then get that upper connector. Get that pushed in. I'm going to put the washer on. The other D screw. We're going to get that put in. And then go until we get it nice and snug down. There we go, just like that. And get our other two neck studs out and put those on. To this side, we're going to put them right in the holes and push it on just like we did the other side. Those are sharp, very pointy. Put the other one on. I'm just going to use the edge of my screwdriver. Push it on. There you go. It's going to look like that. Both sides. Okay, now we got our chest panel here, and we have 9 and 10, these two here that look just alike. And then we have part 11. We're going to take it this way, and we're going to put 10 here on this left stud, and then 9 on the other one. It's going to go with the slanted side facing down. I think they're both the same. I don't see any difference in them, so I'm going to put them both on, click them on, just like that, and then we're going to put 11, and it's going to go this direction with this thinner side facing down, and it's going to go in the middle slot. All right, just like that. All right, guys, that's all there is to do in stage 4. Let's go ahead and move on to stage 5. Okay, here we are, stage 5. Let's get a look in the magazine. Just flip right on through. Get back here, Cad Bane. Let's get right back here to the parts section. And again, we're working on the helmet and the chest panel here. Looks like we're going to start off with the chest panel, go back to that neck piece, continue working on the helmet. And when we get done, we're going to have all of this right here. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, we got our chest piece back out here from the last issue, and we have part 11 here from this issue. Yeah, this is going to slide right here over where these little switches are that we put on, and push into all the holes, push all the pins into the holes. All right. Man, I got that on there, but that was not easy. The pins wanted to bend outwards. They had to kind of push them in, and then they were trying to break. So, not the easiest thing to do, but I got it put in there. Just be real careful with that, guys, so you don't snap off the pins if yours aren't lining up like mine weren't. So anyways, we're going to flip it over and we're going to attach that right here with a G screw. I got the Fantic electric screwdriver out if you guys are interested in an electric screwdriver. This one is down in the description below. There we go. I don't know that that needed a screw because it was so tight on there, but there it is. Screwed in. Looks like that. Here we got our neck piece back out, and we're going to be attaching the lower neck connectors. If you do look down between the studs, it does say 5'3". I don't know if you can see that in there. It's right down in there. And the other one says 5'4". I don't know what the difference is, but we're going to use, this one's 5'4", so we're going to use this one. It goes on the right lower side. And again, we're just going to push these pins into those holes. Just like that. And just like with the upper ones, we have these big washers that go on. Flat side down again, put that washer in just like that. And then we have our D screws and our Allen wrench. So we're going to attach that down with one of the D screws and the Allen wrench. Like that. Now we're going to put the two neck studs on and get it started. And then I'm just going to use my screwdriver here and push that all the way on. The other one in. There you go, like that. And now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. There you go, just like that. Okay, we got the internal helmet ring here, and this is the internal metal disc. It says metal disc, but this is obviously a magnet. As you can see, it just picked up that screw. But we're going to drop that down in there. Push it in. Anyways, like that. And then we're going to take this rear panel here that's going to hold this in. And we're going to set it over that, just over those two screw holes. I think it goes this way. Yeah. And we're going to screw that in with two E screws. Now, there's a magnet in there. It's going to keep trying to pull the screws. So. Now we get that one started, get the other one started, and then we'll screw them all the way in. All right, get those nice and snug on there. Just like that. Yeah, I'm going to get my cloth back out again because I'm going to be putting the helmet on it. I don't want to scratch it up. Okay, we're going to be attaching this inside here. You can see there's 4 studs in here. I think you can see that. 2 over here and 2 over there. There they are. And this is going to go over the top of that, and then we're going to screw that in with 4 F screws. So it shows this. There's a little notch, as you can see on one side here, and it shows that facing the back of the helmet. So let's put that in facing the back of the helmet. Just like that. And now we're going to screw that in with those F screws. This might be easier said than done because of the magnet. Try to get one going. Get one on the other side. You got to hold that screw so it don't attract to the magnet. There we are. Then we can screw it in. Okay, let's get the other 2 in. Alright guys, that's in there just like that. Now it's nice and tight. That's not going anywhere. Okay, we're going to get the face mask part back over here again. And we got more of these panels to put on. As you can see, we put all of these on this side, and now we're going to put the ones on this side. And they should all be numbered on the bottom, like 5'10", 5'8", 5'9", and this one is 5'7". And we need number 7 first. 7, it's going to go right here. But also, if you look, each one has a little notch on the side, and it's going to match up with the notch in the plastic. So just put it, just match those notches up and push it in. Okay, just like that. Okay, now we got 8 going just below it. And it's this one. And again, I can see the notch. There are 2 notches right here. And two tabs on this. So just line that up, push it in. Yeah, no, this one's going to be 10. That's this one. And the tab, no, that's 2 tabs. This one's going to be 9. If it shows this being 10, this is actually 9 because I can tell there's 2 tabs on the bottom that match up with these tabs, or little notches. So get that in. All right, and 10 is going to go in this one on the front. And yes, it just has 1 tab to match up with that 1 notch. So that one put in. Yeah, see, that one is just loose. So if they're loose, you can glue them in. I might have to glue this one in. I'm just going to smear a little glue on the inside there just to hold it. Here we go. It's going to look like that. All right, guys, we are all done with stage 5, and we are done with box 2. So let's go ahead and let's get back to the main camera. All right, guys, we are all done with box 2, stages 3 through 5, and we got quite a bit done. I think we got the rest of the helmet put together. There's the whole thing there. We got the magnet put on the inside that's going to be help hold it on. We got this neck piece started. We got all of these connectors here on it with the studs, looking really cool like that. Again, this outside is metal. This is mesh. We got the rest of the pieces put into the face there, all the way around. And then on the bottom jaw part, we got the synthesizer put in here with the little breather pieces. We got the speaker put in right down here, and the motion sensor is in there. So yeah, quite a bit done there. And again, this is just going to connect on. Let's put it back on here. It just looks so cool. There we go. Check that out. Nice. We got these the little metal pieces there. And they are metal, which is really cool. Very, very nice. Again, guys, this is going to be a dust collector, so you're going to have to find yourself always trying to wipe the dust off of this thing, because it is gloss black. Very cool, man. I'm getting really excited about this. It's the inside there. And of course, with this one, you're going to be able to take the mask off of Darth Vader, and Anakin's face is going to be, all burnt up underneath there. Very, very cool, man. Loving it so far. And of course, the helmet piece is going to be going on somewhere, something like that. Very cool, man. Very, very cool. And we also started the chest piece here. We got these pieces here put on it. Nice. Hey, I almost forgot to show you guys the posters. Here we go. And this is the envelope that they're in. That's pretty cool looking just by itself. Check that out. And there's the back. Star Wars Darth Vader. So just going to open that up and pull these out. And we get 3 posters. Here's the first one. This is the classic Darth Vader fighting Luke Skywalker. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Nice. That's a really cool poster. All right, here's the second one. This one's really cool too. Check that out. What? That's awesome. Man, is there a cooler villain in all of movies? I don't know. Let me know down below who you think is a cooler villain than Darth Vader. And this is the classic Star Wars poster, the original, when it was just Star Wars. I went to see it when I was 5 years old at the theater when it came out. Before it was called A New Hope, it was just Star Wars. Super cool. I love all these. So yeah, these are included in shipment number 2 when you order this. I would say they're free gifts, but nothing's free in life, of course. These models are kind of pricey, so you're definitely paying for it. But Really cool to have that added in. Love it. Let me know down in the bottom what you think of these included posters. I think they're all very cool looking, and yeah, I like the way they package it so they didn't get wrinkled or bent or anything like that. So, all right, guys, that is it for the video today. If you guys are interested in this model or any of Fanhome's model, I'll leave a link in the description down below. So I just wanted to thank you guys for stopping by and watching the video. Hope you are enjoying it. If you are, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up, then stroll right over there and hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out immensely. And I'll see you next time. I'm Chewy Solo, and this is Black and Red Builds. See ya.
Woo! Now that is a whole lot of fun right there.